Okay, here's this adapter and it's not working well. At the end here the voltage, although it's set to 12 volts, it's sometimes 1.5 volt only. Okay, and it should be fixed somehow. Maybe the diodes are burned out or they are starting to fail. But there's a problem. The screw inside this one is a special one, and I don't have a screwdriver like that. That is a spanner type screw. So it's basically a flat screwdriver or a tip like this, but it has a cut in it, and I already started to cut inside this one with a Dremel tool. And this element is very soft, you can break it easily with your own hands, but using a high-speed rotation, high-speed movement, it can cut through this metal. So I'm going to cut it, and then this one should fit inside there. Okay, that should hold it, and start the Dremel tool. Okay, so the camera is too close, the sparks are getting on the lens, so let's move back and let's try it again. Now that was fast. It's cutting it very well, pretty strange. Now let's take a closer look. That's pretty perfect. That's very strange how easily this could be cut. And this element is very soft. You can break it with a finger and it's cutting the metal. Good to know. Okay, now let's check it. I inserted it into this one. Okay, and let's see. It's not wide enough. Okay, so let's make it a little bit wider. Okay, now it's wider a little bit. And this is inside this transformer. These things are moving. They have some springs there. Those are the diodes. These. and there is some heat there, I think. So this area is a little bit colored by the heat. Probably the diodes are worn out. That's a capacitor. Those are resistors. That's an LED, another capacitor. That's the slider for the selection of power, voltage, and it has a transistor. And these are the connectors for the 220 volts. And these are the 4 diodes that were taken out. They are 1N4001 and I have a few of 1N4007. It's not exactly the same, but I will try those. And let's try these new diodes with the multimeter. Let's set it onto diode and it conducts 900. Okay, let's reverse it, and it's not conducting that way. Okay, so that's good. And that's the diode, and this is measuring continuity. And let's measure diode 500. Okay, let's reverse it. Nothing. So the line on the diode must be on the negative side, and then it's conducting 580. Okay, so that is good. Line on the negative 580. Nothing, so it's good. So diodes should conduct only in one direction. This direction is okay, and in the other one it's not conducting, and that means that it is good. It's usable. 500. Nothing. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's take a look how brown burned is the surface here where the diodes were. That is definitely a problem of this adapter. So one of the holes where the diode should be is covered with solder, and I'm lazy to melt it again, so I'm using a very thin drilling tip to make a hole. Oops. Maybe it's not a good idea. Maybe I should melt it. Okay, I will melt it. Oops. The metal came up, so that's why it should not be overheated. Okay, so I first made a hole using a sharp object like this, and then I could drill that hole to insert the diode. Okay, let's check the electric connections. The first one is going to the last one. It's okay. Second to the third one. Okay, it's conducting. This is the same as the first. First two should conduct because they're on the same area, and that is conducting. Okay. And the first one should conduct even here. Okay, so that's good. Now we can put it back. Okay, the cover, the screws, and theoretically it's finished. Okay, the LED is in level. That one's moving, so we can put the screws back. Okay, so the adapter is in the wall socket, and let's test the output. This is the output of the multimeter. That's the 1.5 volt setting on the multimeter. Let's set it onto a higher voltage. And that's the 12 volts, so it's working. Okay, that's it for this power adapter repair, in which the diodes were changed out because of the high consumption. The diodes burned out, or the diodes started to fail, and the adapter was not working correctly anymore. But now that the diodes are changed, it's working fine. That's it. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.